What is player care? By the Player Care Group. We often get asked, what exactly is player care? Well, it's hard to find a single definition, as player care, player support, athlete well-being, player engagement, player liaison, and team manager are all slightly different terms for a broadly similar service, depending on where you are in the world and the club you're at. For the purposes of this video, we'll talk about two areas of player care: first team and academy. Starting with first team player care, which broadly covers most things non-sporting or non-medical around the first team. But even this can differ club to club. On the whole, player care departments will cover player and their families' relocations, which is helping to source accommodation, cars, schools, language lessons, phones, visas and bank accounts. The basic operational functions needed to settle in. However, player care often goes further than this. And depending on the resources available or organisational structure of the club, the player care function may also cover team travel and scheduling, internal team communication, mental health and well-being, player appearances, fan mail, signed items, team bonding, approved supplier lists. The list goes on. For academies, specifically in England, the Premier League governs the minimum number of staff it requires clubs to have in post to look after its scouted and recruited youngsters through a document called EPPP. Players in England can join the club as young as 8 years old in a part-time capacity, making it vital that the support for these young players is appropriate, safe and educational. The focus in the academy is education and well-being, but it's also about being operationally savvy to make sure everything runs smoothly. This includes making sure the young people have the support and access they need to continue focusing on their formal education, gain life skills and dual career planning, equipping them for the transition out of the academy. This could be to the first team of the club, to another club, to full-time education elsewhere, or to another career entirely, depending on the young person and their situation. On the operational side, making sure that host family provisions and transport run efficiently and complying with EPPP audits are all vital parts of academy player care. It's important to consider them as two separate but ultimately aligned provisions. Both first team and academy require different skill sets and different personalities for staff involved, but a joined-up overall approach allows the successful transition of individuals from squad to squad. The ultimate aim of player care is to reduce the instances of players having issues off the pitch, allowing them to focus on the playing side of the game, but ideally in a proactive manner rather than having to reactively fight fires as they come up. Player care is a rapidly growing area within football and sport in general. More and more clubs are hiring their first full-time person in this area, and many more are growing from providing one role to employing a multidisciplinary team. The Player Care Group are the leading experts in this field, and whether you're an organisation looking to start, improve or audit your provision, or someone considering working in the industry who's seeking highly regarded education programmes, the Player Care Group has an option for you. Hugo started this company to improve player care across the sporting world and to empower clubs to look after their athletes as best they possibly can, using his years of experience in the game. For further information or to check out our resources, including free career tips, additional information on our audit process, upcoming educational courses and more, please go to playercaregroup.co.uk or email contact@playercaregroup.co.uk.